Travis Wayne Goodsell. Salt Lake County finally got around to telling us what we've already been forced to do, and that's stay home. They're telling police officers not to give tickets. It's a Class B misdemeanor. But our jails are already getting coronavirus. Ben McAdams, though, my representative in the House, who followed my advice as I told him to impeach Trump, and he did it. He was the only House representative from Utah to do it, and he had to give his moral reservations as to why he was impeaching Trump. The other Republican Party representatives, nope, install the king. But Romney, who's now under death threat for impeaching Trump on the one count, not the other, also did so because I reminded him of Mosiah 29, just like I did Ben McAdams. It's not complicated, guys. We were warned. This is it. And we lost. The king is on the throne. Well, anyway. Hamburger helpers and all of the mixes that you don't drain, the macaroni. It's always soup. I don't want soup. The water never evaporates. So frustrating. Time after time. I think maybe if it just doesn't work. And so, yeah, I've got macaroni soup for dinner. And already I'm getting sick of it. I had to burn my tongue. So, yeah, life elevated. We're all being locked up. So, man, I warned everybody. Nobody wanted to listen. Everybody thought they knew better. Everything's fine. All is well in Zion. Blah, blah, blah. The enemy was among us. And they struck. And now we're all paying the price. So, alrighty. No, our cartoon president. What the hell? It was scheduled for tonight, and then it's just to be announced on Wikipedia. That was the only place I could find, because Showtime, I had to go to show.com to find out that no air date. What do you mean no air date? You say right here, it's today, 6:30. It's now 7. I mean, this was going to be a good episode too, because the Republican Party took Trump off the ticket for November. That would have been awesome. And supposedly Trump's got to have to learn how to behave. Oh, man. Oh, well. I have nothing really else to talk about other than that we are now officially prisoners in Utah. You guys do understand that you're having to max out your credit cards if you hadn't already done so for Christmas, and you still hadn't finished paying them off by now, which nobody does. And so, how are you going to pay the credit card bills? You're not. And so, what's going to happen when the credit card companies say, hey, nobody's giving us our money back? Trump's not going to bail them out. But he's doing it for big corporations, maybe some banks, so maybe certain credit cards. But yeah, we're looking at a complete and utter destruction of America. That's what happens when you put a king on the throne. Mormons knew this. You knew about the prophecy of Joseph Smith. And yet you get mad at me when I point out the facts from our own religion. Oh, Travis, you apostate. Thumbs down. Why doesn't it show? God. Your life is ruined now. And you're blaming me. You're putting thumbs down on my videos for pointing out the truth. And you don't like the truth. You can't handle the truth. Or as Laman said to Nephi, the truth is hard. Well, he doesn't say the truth is hard to the wicked. What does he say? Let me go look at it. We're at 7 minutes. That's low for one of my videos. Truth hard. 9. Jeremiah talks about it. Isn't that interesting? Yep. 1 Nephi 16. 1. And it came to pass. Now it came to pass that after I, Nephi, had made an end of speaking to my brethren, behold, they said unto me, Thou hast declared unto us hard things, more than we are able to bear. Liken the scriptures unto ourselves. And it came to pass that I said unto them that I knew I had spoken hard things, like the previous video I just did to you Mormons. I was very harsh against the wicked, according to the truth. See, I'm not making up truth, calling it my truth, which is the new fad that had been going around. I am speaking truth to power. My truth. All BS. No, truth is truth. It's independent of our feelings, opinions, beliefs, etc. Truth is truth. You can't change truth. You can't say, Travis, you're wrong, thumbs down, therefore I win, I spoke the truth against Travis. No! It doesn't work that way. See, and the righteous I justified, and testified that they should be lifted up at the last day. Wherefore the guilty taketh the truth to be hard. All Mormons who put the thumbs down, who make the abusive comments, who make the violent threats, you're guilty. Because you're taking the truth to be hard. Because you were cut to the very center. And you're lashing out at me. I'm one of you. Born and raised 50 years. I actually studied the scriptures so well that they came to me, recruiting me for the upgraded version of the footnotes, for the foreign language editions with the gospel or guide to the scriptures. You know, that's why I went into ancient cultures and languages, is because of our religion. That's why I was looking for the signs in the heavens, because we were commanded twice in the Doctrine and Covenants. How many of you were that obedient to the church? If you were righteous and were willing to hearken to the truth and give heed unto it, that ye might walk uprightly before God, which is a very interesting thing, because humans walk uprightly, animals walk on all fours. But if you understand the coding, you understand why this manner of speech. But I think it's also in Jeremiah too. I'm not seeing it. But yeah, it's don't be animalistic. And it's not because of eating food and such. It's animals kill for their food. They're other species, and they're trying to tell us don't murder other people for food, which we're headed to. I mean, what are you going to do when you have no food and you're not getting money in, and you don't know if this mythical check from the government's ever going to show? And it's definitely not going to be enough. And the grocery stores don't have what we need. And so, yeah, the animal behaviors are not the natural behaviors. As humans, we have to eat, we have to sleep, we have to go to the bathroom, we have to have sex. Those are not the sins. And if you gave heed to truth, and the Book of Mormon tells you how to find out truth. And no, it's not your misinterpretation of Moroni chapter 10, verses 3 through 5. The process is in Alma 32, starting in verse 28. And it's simple. And I've been summarizing it for you over and over and over. Faith without fruit is dead. It's that simple. And you wouldn't have murmured because of the truth. And you wouldn't have spoken to me hard, that I speak hard things against you. I wouldn't have to be an LDS critic if the LDS church was righteous the whole time. It's because the church is wicked. It's because they have turned you to wickedness, setting the bad example for you. And that is why I'm an LDS critic. That is why I'm condemning you. And I'm using the Book of Mormon to condemn you. Isn't that interesting? And yet you still are furious with me. How dare I use the Book of Mormon? I'm not a prophet. Yeah, heaven forbid I should speak the Book of Mormon to you. That I should liken the scriptures. I mean, after all, the Book of Mormon says it was specifically written for us in our day here, us, personally. Moroni says, I know you. I'm speaking directly to you. Why are you giving money to build up lavish churches and neglect the poor? Mormon chapter 8. Alrighty, 15 minutes, that's a low end for me. Why do you keep resisting, Mormons? Why?